Hi friends, welcome to Cyber Pathshala. Today's topic is decision making statements in Java. In today's topic, we are going to discuss about what are the decision making statements, a simple if statement, if else statement, if else if statement, nested if statement, and sample programs on these decision making statement. So as usual, train your brain session and Q&A session. Decision making statements. Decision making statement in Java is a statement that determines whether the other statements will be executed or not, and it controls the flow of a program. And the decision making statements in Java is one of the fundamentals required for Java programming, and it allows the smooth flow of the program. And these decision making statements comes under control statements, and following are the basic decision making statements: a simple if statement, if else statement, if else if statement, and nested if statement. Let us start with a simple if statement. The simple if statement determines whether a code should be executed or not based on the specific condition. So here in this example, the statement 1 will be executed if the condition returns true. So here the condition will always return a boolean value, that is either true or false. If it returns true, the if block will be executed. If it returns false, it doesn't execute the statement inside the if block. If else statement. In this statement, we'll be having two blocks, if block and an else block. So if the condition returns true, the if block will be executed, and if the condition returns false, the else block will be executed. So here in this example, if the condition returns true, statement 1 will be executed, which is inside the if block. And if the condition returns false, the statement 2 will be executed, which is inside the else block. And we can have any number of statements inside this if and else blocks. If else if statement. So in this statement, we'll be having one or more conditions. If the condition inside the if block returns true, then the if block will be executed. If the condition inside the if block returns false and the condition inside the else if block returns true, then the else if block will be executed. If both the conditions inside the if block and else if block returns false, then the else block will be executed. So here in this example, the statement 1 will be executed if the condition 1 returns true value, and the statement 2 will be executed if the condition 1 returns false and the condition 2 returns true, and the statement 3 will be executed if both the condition 1 and condition 2 returns false values. Nested if statement. An if statement present inside an if block is known as nested if block, and it is similar to an if else statement except that they are defined inside another if or if else statement. So here in this example, the statement 1 will be executed if the condition 1 returns true, and the inner if else block also will gets executed if the condition 1 returns true only. Otherwise the inner if else block won't gets executed. And the statement 2 will be executed if the condition 1 returns true as well as the condition 2 also returns true. And the statement 3 will be executed if the condition 1 returns true and the condition 2 returns false. Let us write a sample program for all the decision making statements whatever we have discussed so far. Here I am writing my first program on simple if statement. I am opening a notepad here. So I am defining my class here, class simple if statement. And here I am opening my class and I am closing my class. Inside that I am defining my main method, public static void main string args. So here I am opening my method and I am closing my method. So now here I am writing a program to determine the given number is even number or not, and I am using a simple if statement to determine that. So for that, first I am declaring a simple integer value here. So int, and the variable name is num equals to, so I am giving some number like 31. So this is my number. So now I need to use the if statement to determine whether this num is even number or not. So what is the mathematical formula to determine whether the given number is even number or not? So if we divide any number with 2 and if the remainder is 0, so we will consider that number as even number, right? So we need to do the same thing in a Java program also. So to get the remainder of any number in Java programming language, we must use a modulo operator. So let us see how we can determine whether the given number is even number or not. So here I am writing a simple if statement to verify whether the given number is even number or not. So here I am dividing the num variable with a two number here, and I'm using a modulo operator here to get the remainder num modulo 2. If it is equals to 0, then I'm saying that as, so here I'm printing system dot out dot println given number is even number, and I'm just printing the same number here, and I'm putting a semicolon to close the statement. So let me save this program. So I'm saving this under Java programs folder with the name simple if statement.java. So I saved this program. Let me compile this. So I'm opening a command prompt here. So I'm going inside my Java programs folder, Cyber Pathshala Java programs. So here I have my Java program. So let us compile that. Java C simple if statement.java. So it got compiled successfully. So now let us try to run this. Java simple if statement. So if you run this, it didn't print anything here, because if you see our program, what we did is, so we have given the number 31 to the num variable, and the 31 is not a even number. So that is the reason it didn't print any printout statement inside the command prompt, because this print statement didn't get executed because the remainder is not a 0. So here in this case the remainder is 1. So that is the reason it didn't print any print statement here. So now let us change this number from 31 to 30, and let us compile it again, and let us see the output again. So I just saved this program. I'm compiling it again. Java C simple if statement dot java. So it got compiled Java simple if statement. So if you see here, it printed that given number is even number, and it also printed the number that what we have given. So this is how you can write a simple if statement sample program. In our previous example, we have written a simple program to determine whether the given number is even number or not using a simple if statement. Now let us try to write a program to determine whether the given number is even number or odd number using a if else statement. So for that, I'm opening a new notepad again here. So I'm defining my class here, class if else statement. So this is my class name. So I'm opening my class and I'm closing my class. Inside that, I'm writing my main method, public static void main string args. I'm opening my main method and I'm closing my main method. So here I'm again defining one more integer variable, int num. Initially I'm assigning, let's say, 34. So this is the value I assigned to the num variable. So we need to use the same formula here also to determine whether the given number is even number or not. And if the given number is not an even number, let us consider that as a odd number. So let us write a program for the using a simple if statement, if else statement, sorry. So here I am writing if num modulo 2. If num modulo 2 equals to 0, so I'm just printing system dot out dot println, and I'm saying given number is even number, or you can simply say given number is even, and I'm just printing the same number here, and I'm just putting a semicolon to close the statement. And also we need to write a else statement here. For that I'm writing else. I'm opening the else block and I'm closing the else block. Inside that I'm writing system dot out dot println, saying given number is odd, and I'm just printing the same number here also. Let me beautify this program for a better understanding. So here in this program, the logic that what we have written is, so if we divide any number with 2 and if the remainder is 0, we are considering that as a even number. If it is not, and directly we are considering that as odd number, right? So let us save this program. So I'm just saving with if else statement dot java. So I just saved this program. So let me go and compile this. So I'm opening a command prompt again. Java programs. So here I have my if else statement Java program. So let me compile that first. If else statement dot java. So the program got compiled successfully. So now let us try to run this. Java space if else statement. So if you run this program, it printed that given number is even number, right? So let us modify the program and see what is the output that we will be getting. So I changed this number from 34 to 37. So in this case this is an odd number, right? Because the remainder will be 1. So this case won't, this if block won't get executed, and it will be executing the else block, and it should print the odd number. So let us compile and run it again. And again I'm compiling it, java c if else statement dot java. So it got compiled successfully. So I'm clearing it out, java if else statement. So if you see here, it printed me given number is odd. So this is how you can write a simple if else statement Java program. Now let us try to write a sample program for if else if statement. So for that I'm opening a new notepad here. So I'm defining my class. Inside that class if else if statement. So this is my class name. I'm opening my class and I'm closing my class. Inside that I'm defining my main method, public static void main string args. So this is my main method. So I'm opening my main method and I'm closing my main method. So inside that now we need to write a program to determine whether the given number is positive integer or negative integer, or whether it is a 0. So now we need to write a logic for this. So what is the mathematical formula to determine whether the given number is positive integer or a negative integer or a 0? To 0 is, if the given number greater than 0, we will be considering that as a positive integer. If the number is less than 0, then we will be considering that as a negative integer. So if the number is not fall into either of this case, means whether it is not greater than 0 and if it is not less than 0, then we will be considering that as a 0. So now let us write a program using a simple if else if statement. So for that I am declaring a new integer variable here, int num equals to, so I am assigning let's say 23. So here I am writing a condition saying that if num greater than 0, so I am printing a print statement here, system dot out dot println given number is positive integer. So I'm just printing the same number here. I'm just putting a semicolon. So again we need to write a one more condition here to verify whether the given number is less than 0 or not. So for that I need to write an else if block here to determine whether the given number is a negative integer or not. So for that I'm writing an else if block here. So else, and also I'm writing one more condition, else if num less than 0. I'm opening my block, else if block, and I'm closing my block. So inside that I'm printing system dot out dot println. I'm saying given number is negative integer. And I'm just appending the same number here, and I'm just closing my statement. So if the given number is greater than 0, we are printing the given number is positive integer. If it is less than 0, we are printing the given number is negative integer. If it is not either of these cases, obviously it will be a 0, right? So I'm just printing the same thing directly without any condition here. Else I'm directly printing here. I'm not putting any condition. System dot out dot println, and I'm directly saying that given number is 0. I'm directly printing. I'm just putting a semicolon. So let us save this program. I'm saving it with if else if statement dot java. So let us save this. So let me open the command prompt to compile it. So javac if else if statement dot java. So the program got compiled successfully. Now let us run this. Java space if else if statement. So this is my class name. So if you see here, it printed me the given number is positive integer. So let us modify the program and verify again. So and I am going to change this number from 23 to minus 13. So in this case, the first condition will be returning false because minus 13 is not greater than 0. So it will be going into an else block here, else if block. So here it will be again verifying whether the minus 13 is less than the 0 or not. So as minus 13 is less than 0, it is going to print the given number is negative integer. So let us save it. Let us compile this again. Javac if else if statement dot java. So it got compiled. Java space if else if statement. It printed given number is negative integer. So now let us try to modify the program once again. So here I am changing the num value from minus 13 to 0. So in this case, So the 0 is not greater than 0, so the first condition will be failing, and again it will be verifying the else if block whether the 0 is less than the 0, and this condition is also returning false. So obviously if any of these condition is not true, obviously it will be executing the else block in the if else if block, if else if statement. So which is it is going to print given number is 0. So let us compile and run it once again. Java C if else if statement, so it compiled successfully, and Java if else if statement. So if you see here, it printed me given number is 0. So this is how you can write a simple if else if statement Java program. Now let us try to write a sample program for nested if statement. So for that I am opening a new notepad again. So here I am defining my class nested if statement. This is my class name. So I'm opening my class and I'm closing my class. Inside that I'm defining my main method. Public static void main string args. I'm opening my main method and I'm closing my main method. So here I'm going to write the logic to print only the positive even numbers and positive odd numbers only. For that I'm going to use a nested if statement to write the logic. So here I'm defining a new integer variable int num equals to, let's say, 23. So here I'm writing a logic saying that if num greater than 0, so then only execute these statements. So inside that again I'm defining one more if block inside the outer if block. So here I'm defining an inner if block saying that if num modulo 2 equals to 0, then I'm saying I'm printing system dot out dot println, and I'm saying given number is positive even number. So I'm just printing the same number here, num, and I'm just putting a semicolon. And also here I'm directly writing like else, and I'm closing else block. So inside that I'm printing system dot out dot println, and I'm printing given number is positive odd number. So and I'm just printing the same number here also. So let us save this. See, if you see here, the inner if else statement was written inside the if block, the outer if block. So the outer if block condition is if the number greater than 0, then only it will execute the if else statement inside the if block. So let us save this program. So I'm going to save it with the nested if statement dot java. So let us save it and let us try to compile this. I'm opening my command prompt here, java c nested if statement dot java. So it got compiled successfully. Now let us try to run it. Nested if statement. So this is my class name. If you see here, it printed that given number is a positive odd number, right? Because it greater than 0 and it's not and the remainder is not equals to 0, then it printed this, it given number is a positive odd number. So now let us change this program from number greater than 0 to number 23, the number value from 23 to, let's say, -5. So and let us see what it is going to print. and let us compile this program again. So it got compiled successfully and I'm running it. If you see here, it didn't print anything because these statement didn't get executed at all because it didn't even go inside the first if block, because here the -5 not greater than 0, it directly comes out of this if block and there are no statements to be executed. So this is how you can write a nested if statement Java program.
Next is train your brain session.
Previous session train your brain question is, here in this diagram we have 15 riddles and there is a hidden word or a statement inside each riddle and we need to identify them. So here are the answers. The first one is growing economy, and the second one is in between job, and the third one is breaking record, and the fourth one is missing you, and the fifth one is forgive and forget, and the sixth one is travel overseas, and the seventh one is your time is up, and the eighth one is once in a blue moon, and the ninth one is summary, and the 10th one is round figure, and the 11th one is first lady, and the 12th one is forensic, and the 13th one is breakfast, and the 14th one is green tea, and the 15th one is square root. Today's session train your brain question is, one rabbit saw 6 elephants while going towards river, and every elephant saw 2 monkeys are going towards river. Every monkey holds 1 tortoise in their hands. How many animals are going towards the river? And I'm repeating the question again. One rabbit saw 6 elephants while going towards the river, and every elephant saw 2 monkeys are going towards the river, and every monkey holds 1 tortoise in their hands. How many animals are going towards the river?
If you have any questions in today's session, please write down them in the comment section. I'll pick the top 5 questions which will be useful for everyone, and those gets answered in the next session.
If you directly come to this video, here we have the complete playlist. Please go through it. If you haven't liked this video yet, please click on the like button. And if you feel this video is helpful, please share it with your friends and family members. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe and please click on the bell icon to receive all the notifications. Thank you.